past year we had the opportunity to apply for a grant where myself and a couple students met from the Culture Keepers class and came up with an idea for this grant where our students basically would teach and collaborate with police officers both on restorative justice practices and also learning yoga.
This year they've really tried to dive a lot deeper into the practice, and some of them lead TLS a little bit in their own classrooms, and some of them actually led a few postures and whatnot in certain yoga classes. I teach a yoga class there that some of the Culture Keepers took and would kind of guide other students through some of the practices. And they also did the same when in the service project with the police officers. So that in itself is a humongous step, because you cannot teach yoga and mindfulness without embodying it and doing it yourself. So I think that that's been a huge leap for them this year, to not only learn about it and embody it and develop their own practice, but also to be able to teach it out.
These movements that we be leading in class, we practice them everywhere else because we use them everywhere else, you know. I feel like I've become a better person or more calmer person because of TLS, because, you know, I get irritated, you know, everybody got feelings, everybody gets irritated, and when you just take that time out your day to breathe in a little bit and breathe it all out, you know, it's not only just simply just breathing in and out, you're breathing in everything that you got boiled up inside you. And when you release it, you release everything out of you. So, you know, you're a positive person. And that's what everybody needs in this world. You can't have that much negativity. You need more positivity.
As a part of the Culture Keepers, we have teamed up with the OPD in order to create the peace. I mean, to keep the peace between both communities. So in order to keep peace, we teach them our practices of TLS and mindfulness. Also, we do yoga with them. In order to keep the peace. So it's really cool. It's nice to have an opportunity to talk with the cops, pretty much see their perspective and view on us, and for them to see the perspective and view of ours.
For me, I want police officers to kind of create an understanding on their part and an understanding on my part. So for this particular project, I want to see if we can use these type of strategies and skill building for police officers, so police officers can use that in their own police stations and with other police officers.
I think it proves that conversation and dialogue is a solution to a lot of our world's problems, a lot of our country's problems, a lot of the problems in our communities, and we just need to keep the dialogue and the conversation flowing.
I feel like we went a lot deeper in terms of being a community. I think that we were more rooted in community this year. And yeah, I mean, one thing that took it to the next level was definitely doing the service projects. So delivering packages to the homeless, I could really see how the youth were impacted by that. And it was just really heart-opening to see that. I felt like they could really be compassionate to other people's misfortune and circumstance.
We go and deliver food out to homeless, care packages. It's a way that we want to give back to our community, because right now we're going through a lot of stuff with gentrification, people getting put out their houses because a hired person bought that house, and it's putting people out in the streets with no house. So, and this is Oakland, or this is Oakland, so, it's my home. I don't want to see these people that I've seen living in a house before, next thing you know, in a tent next to a freeway or something, These are people that I've known, and that, I still know, and I hope they're still, managing their life.
I feel that Culture Keepers are needed, and that without Culture Keepers, life would be horrible at art, my school, a street academy. Culture Keepers help solve problems a little bit.
Being a part of Culture Keepers is super rejuvenating. It feels like if I was young again, and just feeling like being part of something and being part of a community that's super nurturing.